clear.
Good, great. Thank you so much, Kiran, for giving me the first opportunity to talk today for the opening batsman. Okay, good. Thank you. So, friends, this is Dilip Gupta connecting from Pune, and I have been with this book club and all with associated with Vijay, Kiran, and everyone since quite long. And as I said, no, I have so much of learnings throughout these days, and I leveraged the experience and learnings from Vijay and all the team to a great extent. And out of those, no, I just wanted to cover one topic, and that topic is that is responsibility. That is the first step of learning. I just wanted to share, and I'll also try to share some of my learning and implementing in my life. So how did I do that? So the first thing is that normally this is a very common topic, taking responsibility. But how many people and how many times we take responsibility? You know, how many times and how many where and all we take the responsibility. Okay, what happens? Most of the people think that responsibility is something given to someone. We say that okay, I have someone, no one has told me to do this. Okay, and so thinking that we don't do that, do a uh, particular action or anything. Okay, now is it really true and is it really working in a good culture and like, can you grow without, if you always see look for something, someone to give the responsibility for something, to do something? No. So actually most of the people, and normally even I also having that the same mindset when I was initial period of my life, and after even started working in companies and all, I was looking for that okay, someone will come and tell me that do this. Okay, and more after that, and even in that case, no one is going to, so when you come to a corporate and started working, no one is going to give you any responsibility. And after that, someone else will take the responsibility, and he will get some kind of award or reward, and you feel that uh, no one has given you the responsibility. So in that case, I was always thinking that no one is giving me the responsibility. But after some time, after working for a few years, I got to know that something, and like after I come across the association, I got to know some responsibility is not given; it is taken. You have to take it so that later period you will earn that responsibility. So that is the myth you can say about the responsibility in the mind of people. Okay, so what kind of responsibility? The one more, the advantage of taking responsibility is that you will have the control of your own life. How that is happening? How that is happening? See, now there are several tasks to complete, and you are not taking the responsibility of some task, and some after some time you will be given by your manager or someone different task. Okay, so which you may not like that. So first, we have to always keep our mind open to take the responsibility by ourselves. And once you start taking the responsibility, next time automatically you will get the responsibility by default. Okay, so when you come across the taking responsibility, what kind of responsibility you would take? First, responsibility for your life. You you need to take on the responsibility of your life, and what else? Your action, your mistake, and the responsibility for your growth. Okay, now once you follow all this, and you will this by after taking the responsibility, you will learn a lot, and you may get fail or you may get success. So what happens? I'll just share my screen. If one second. So there are two culture. One is winning culture and one is losing culture. Every time you fail, you do something, you fail, and after that again you take responsibility. What happens? You will learn to do right action for getting success. Only when you take the responsibility. So again, responsibility of taking like the mistake, action, and everything. But the other way, what you can do? Every time you fail, you ever taking the temporary pain of responsibility. In that case, you will not take, and you will start making excuse. When you take do the excuse, you will never learn anything. So this is what the taking the responsibility. I'll tell you a small story of my life, from my life. As I said, I was not taking responsibility any time, and I was thinking someone will initial in my career. I was thinking someone will give me the task so that I'll do that. Okay, and once what so happened, I got a project, and that project, 4 to 5 people are there, and all the 5 peoples I got into the project first. All the 5 peoples were allocated the same project. Those are all my friends, and all are allocated the same project differently. And after all, we all started working, and no one's work was getting coordinated with the club, with the goal and with the client. And what happens now? The project was not aligned with the client, and if client started having so many issues. Okay, and client what they did, they went to the senior management, and senior management came to us. They said, you people are very senior, why these kind of issues are coming? What will you think in that case? There is a charge, there is again, that is a part of failure. Okay, when you have this failure, what I did, I went to the client. I told them that whatever issue further you are having, please come to me. Please come to me. I will try to speak to the management, and I'll try to address your issues, and I'll try to support you. So that is where I learned to take the responsibility. I was thinking that okay, this could be the right time to take the responsibility of the project, and later, I got a great success out of that. After a few years, after that for a few years, I got hold of the complete project, and I had a great achievement from the client also. I got so much of good feedback, and later on period, I didn't ask for anything. Directly, my management, before some project came, they directly allotted to me. So that is where I had the great success in my life. In the COVID situation also, management reminded me, and they thought of me to take the responsibility. So thank you so much for listening to me and my life story in this topic. I have so much more thing to share in the next week. Thank you so much.
Amazing, Chachu. As usual, you're ending with your life story and summarizing the topic is superb. I think that is where we all could relate and with our real life and really can implement in our life as well. Wonderful sharing, Chachu. Thank you so much. So we'll go to the next topic. Sahana, you are there.
Yes, Kiran, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Hello, everyone. Very good evening. Last week I was talking about one guy. It was a teaser, small teaser that I had given about a British guy who's aged about 60 odd years now. And today I'll be talking a little about his struggles, and I leave a guest to you to check check and let me know who that guy I'm talking about is. So this guy was born in Britain. He was a son of a farmer, and he had a couple of other brothers with him who grew up together. But he had a very big setback in his childhood. So he had this stuttering and stammering issue in his childhood, which actually led to people bullying him and, putting him really down. And because of a weird face he had, he was even called strange. So he was called like an alien. And this, obviously when back in childhood, when something is told to us, the impact is really, really hard. It's very hard. So this boy also, he went into his own zone. He had very few friends. So since he did not go out and spend a lot of time outside, he developed interest in science. And his teacher was surprised, like, this guy is not very great, he will not do anything much. And by time he became a scientist. So last week I was talking about being a sandwich pilot, an actor, a racer. Now he's also a scientist. So this guy, he proved everybody wrong, and he also took an admission to the Oxford University. We all know Oxford University is like a dream for so many people who want to study, right? So he took an admission. So he proved everybody wrong, and he got an admission there. Now, while he was studying, he was studying electrical engineering, and there, while he was studying, he met a guy called Richard. Who was into the British film industry, and he slowly also had developed by then a passion for acting and to be in the film industry. But because of his stuttering and stammering, he was rejected, he was devastated, he was broken so much that he didn't know what to do. And when he met Richard, because Richard was a writer, he started working with him. And he also learned how to write, and they also started their own shows. So he started being a co-writer first, and then a writer himself. And at age 24, he has won the entertainment awards from British film industry, and a lot of other awards. And one of his first shows was being on radio, later on TV, which was not the 9 o'clock show. I'm sure at least 2 or 3 people of you would have guessed who this guy is. And slowly he improved. He wrote his own comic. Majority of us would have grown up watching this. We still enjoy. I do. I'm sure it's a good relief. And after this, he slowly started seeing success. Today, his net worth is close to $130 million. It's not a small money, from being a son of a farmer to such a huge person. And the best part is he worked on his stuttering and stammering, because this comedy show that he started was only like a mime. And it was all about his expressions. It was all about his comical behavior. And it was majorly that voice that he used to give was something that we are all so actually waiting. We also wait for it when we watch his shows. And today this guy is too big. So any guesses who this guy is? This British guy who is right now, $130 million, who's an actor, a writer, and so many things. So the moment you see him, I'm sure you will all at least laugh inside you. Any guesses? Anybody wants to take a guess?
I think people should know now.
Okay, I think I still haven't given complete information. He's also given a voiceover for Zazu the bird the hornbill from Lion King. And he's also a singer, having a stuttering and stammering this thing. He's also a singer now. I'll just share my screen, probably a clue for you to guess who it is. Any guesses whose car this is?
Yeah, it's Rowan Atkinson.
Yes, that's right. So it's Rowan Atkinson. That's correct. So we've all grown up watching Mr. Bean, right? So see, the learning that we have from Mr. Bean's story is passion for your dream. All of us have a passion have a dream, but with the obstacles, we might give up on it, but never give up. He had a childhood issue that he had to take. It took a lot of time for him to come over that. Today, he was I was watching one of his interviews, and he was telling, he's a very reserved guy, and he was telling that the moment I hold the script in my hand, my language becomes fluent. A childhood, an issue from childhood, and the passion that he had for British film industry changes the way he looks at things. and never give up attitude is one really big takeaway that I had from Rowan Atkinson's biography. And I'm really glad that I saw the other version of Rowan Atkinson, and I'm glad to share it over here as well. And yes, that's what I wanted to share.
Wonderful, Sahana. Really wonderful, amazing story. Now, in fact, people who are in there in book club, people who have stuttering problem, or they're thinking, "Yeah, I can't speak fluently and all," you should definitely get inspired, because at the moment I learned his story, it was super inspiring. He's coming from a normal farming background. I think the moment the farming wala background comes, I remember, oh, Bhushan is also from a, father of a son of a farmer, and so many others are, son or daughter of a farmer. But from there to where he is right now is amazing. So thank you so much, Sahana, for sharing the wonderful story. And we'll quickly move to the next speaker. But before moving, we'll just call a few of the introduction, so that people who are new, guys, people who are new, have joined for the first time, do unmute yourself. You can share your name, profession, who introduced you here, and where do you locate right now, quickly. So we can go one by one quickly for the introduction. Uh, Kaushal, are you new for the first time?
Yeah, yes.
Hey Kaushal, is it possible for you to switch on the video as well?
Actually, my network is too slow today, so I
No,
can't share video.
no issues, Kaushal. Go ahead and introduce. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm staying in Bangalore.
Share you, spotlight you.
So I will tell one real life story. It is about my brother, younger brother. So he is having a small kirana shop, and he was earning decent amount to run the family until last year. Okay, kind of he was able to make 40-50K and run the family in a small town. But in last 1 year, I saw a trend. There were like small branches of kirana shops opening up and like eating the pie of the profits. And the business was almost running at zero profit last 6 to 7 months that I observed on the balance sheet. So it is a problem. Everybody, people have some problems. So looking at the level we are in life, everyone is facing some problem. Either if you are a businessman, about the market share, you have a problem. If you are a job holder, how to manage your colleagues, how to manage your juniors, how to manage your superior, that is a problem. We all have different kinds of problems, but we have to grow through our problems, not go through it, right? So how to handle it? So by 15 laws of growth by John Maxwell gives us direction how to handle those problems. So to know a problem, we would have the mindset behind the problem and so the skill set. Okay. Now, before going to the mindset and skill set, I'll tell about the solution. Reverse. So as I told, my brother was having some problem. So how we solve that problem? So okay, just after a brief review and 1 hour discussion with him, I got to know the root cause of the problem is there are different shops that are eating away the market share, but there is also every problem has a solution. Okay, told to him, let's uh, attack the problem from a different space. There are shops, but there are no malls in our small town, right? What if we create a mall out of it? We'll just revamp our business into a mall itself. Okay. So mall is our mall. Okay. And the grocery, we converted our grocery store into a general store. Okay. So we just glamorize the business. Okay. And we invited all the retail and wholesalers into it. Also for every, so our target was to increase the revenue, right? So I asked, what is the population of our small town? So it is around 25,000. 25,000. So I told him, what if only 0.5% of population become our regular customer, which is 1,000, around 1,000 to 1,200, and every household has kind of 3,000 monthly income, right? So if they become our customer, 1,000 customer, 3,000 monthly expense, the minimum amount. So we are making 30 lakhs revenue per month, and with 5% profit margin, you are making 1.5 lakhs per month in a small town. So from the 50,000 profit he was making last year, it came to it came to zero. Now with the new idea, just by just investing our energy and doing some innovation, we solved the problem and took the revenue 5 times or 3 to 5 times of the earlier revenue, which is around 1.5 lakhs. So the learning I want to share with you is just summarize how I have taken the input from the book. Uh, so every problem introduce a person to himself. So I also didn't know that I could solve this small problem, but by solving this problem I could know that by using some of the techniques we can solve any of our problem. So what is the mindset of problem or pain? It is ino you eat when there is a problem in the stomach, right? So it is ino. Everyone has them, no one likes them, and only few make the problem into positive experience. That is the mindset. So we have to be the only few who have to convert the problem into positive experience. Now what is the skill set to handle a problem or a pain? To cement. If there is a gap, we cement it, right? For problem also, we need to cement that problem. How? Choose a positive lifestyle. You just know that everyone has a problem. You are not special about it. So anyway, you have to deal with. So why not deal with positive by having a positive mindset? E is for embrace and develop your creativity. By remaining in the problem, you will not get any idea. You have to think out of the box. Just like the example I gave, you have to think out of it. What different we can do about it. Okay. M for make good changes uh, after learning from the bad experience. You cannot continue the same thing and expect new result. You have to do some good changes about your strategy. Okay. E is for embrace value of bad experience. Okay. So you learn a lot of things during those bad experiences, but embrace those values. You should not go into a negative zone. Okay. N is number or rate yourself, review how you handled bad experience. You will have a lot of bad experience during throughout your life. You have to review it, how you handled it, rank yourself out of 10 how you handled it. Maybe some problems you will handle it very well, some problems you couldn't handle it well. In those areas, just take mentorship from your coach and improve on it, how you can deal similar situation when it reoccurs again. And take responsibility for your life. No one is going to, as Dilip just mentioned, no one is going to take responsibility or give responsibility for you. You have to take them. So this is how we should deal a problem. Someone asked Mr. John F. Kennedy, how you own the war? Burnt my boat. So whenever there is a problem, just think that there is no moving back. You have to go forward. So just burn the boat of the problem and move ahead and think what is coming ahead. Thank you.
Amazing, Jiju. One of the most important topic, law of pain. In fact, amazingly shared the points. Jiju, do share the notes. I'll just share in the group and the Telegram group. So people who are new, they can take the link of Telegram book where we put all the updates of the book club, and so that you can get the notes as well, whatever we're sharing today. Wonderful. So we'll move to the next. I think there's amazing teaser which we launched last week about our new launch of PGP tracker. So Karthik, why don't you share a little bit of insights and experience, and then we'll launch the teaser today, the first teaser.
Excellent. So this is about the new program which is being launched by PIM and our mentor Vijay himself. This is called Personality Growth Development Program. And when we have some processes in office, so we'll be we'll be bound to abide by that processes. So here the same process is introduced, but not for somebody else's office. It is for our own office. That is for our own personal life and personal growth. So Kiran, you want me to share? Shall I share the teaser?
Sure. Do share the video.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah.
Sharing.
I think the best part is that after almost 10 months, I think it's November. So after 10 months of a lot of hard work and a lot of impacting, a lot of book club learnings, everything, we finally came up with a process and a program which will really help a lot of people to really grow. So it was a very short teaser. Definitely a lot of detail into it. And
Share it again, Kiran. I thought of seeing it again.
we'll again play it in the end, I think. And yeah, I'll just share my screen to all of you so that at least to share you what kind of tracking program we have launched, so that it'll help all of us to grow in a better way. Just a second. I'll just share my screen. Cool. I hope the screen is visible. So since the starting, I think January, February, we figured out what are the things which will really motivate people to focus on personality development, self growth, and we figure out a rhythm out of it. After talking to Vijay and a lot of mentors and coaches, we realized it's not about the information, because information we have in the Google, we have in the YouTube, we have hell lot of information. But the only challenge is that we don't have someone to push through us. We don't have someone who can stretch us, who can walk with us, who can become our coach or mentor in our journey of growth. So that is the reason we launched this 8 to 10 weeks of program, which carries a lot of interesting thing. One is definitely the book club. The book club topics, you see all of these topics we have designed: desire, organized planning from Think and Grow, for five chapters each. And then we also have a weekly call, so that if you're really serious, you can get in touch with us. People who invited you, and people can take my number as well. Every week we come as a more like a stand-up call, or you can call it a sprint call, whatever you call in the technical term. We come and we create an accountability tracker, and using the accountability tracker, we track your growth. So that also I'll show you just in a minute. And there's something called Dream List, and we have something called Wheel of Life, Dream MRP, and so many interesting things. Because initially, if you don't have a reason to focus on your personality growth, you would not have the desire to really work hard on it, because we need to be intentional for our growth. And the desire, the fuel only will come if you have a dream or an aspiration or some reasons to grow. It could be that you really have a hungerness to grow your personality. You maybe have hunger to grow your communication. Something has to be done. So this is where the Dream MRP is there, Dream List is there. And there's something very interesting concept. Anyway, you can talk detail into it personally. We also give a complimentary health club to people, because we realized after this COVID and all, health is the most important aspect of it. आप कहीं पे भी करो, जॉब करो, बिजनेस करो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बट अगर आपका हेल्थ अच्छा नहीं है तो कुछ भी नहीं चलेगा. And that is the reason we created a channel, and we have a lot of experts and coaches. One of my very good friend, Bharat and Supra, they are also leading the health club, and we give access to health club as well, completely complimentary. And this is something interesting called time budgeting. Time budgeting is something people know about it, but very few people implement it. Now, because we have coaches and guides to work with you personally, this time budgeting will add pressure on your mind. How would you be more disciplined to focus and prioritize your growth? And job and full final study. This is something very interesting. You should talk to the person who's invited you. This is a very interesting concept, which you'll know. And definitely book club participation, how many week you are participating, and the PM sessions as well. Book club is a complementary platform to the PIM. So we have a lot of PM session where Vijay speaks, and there's also DISC evaluation. DISC is a very interesting thing. Definitely now, if Pramod is available, Pramod also will share his topic. And this is more interesting: social media live. We have initiated a lot of social media live, and we saw the success, because once you go public and speak out loud, whatever your thoughts or whatever life is, your confidence level increases to a next level. And we want the worst case scenario out of all this journey with us is 3 to 4 things. We want for you to be self-aware of your goals and aspiration, so that you become self-motivated. We want you to become more confident, and we want you to improve your skills. And the fourth but not the least, we want to give an atmosphere of growth, because that is where the leader will be encouraged and become to the next level. So this is what we are launching, and I think a couple of people already have enrolled. And trust me, when I asked this question to one guy, how much should we charge for this? Vijay is hardly charging 100 rupees for his lot of value-added services, John C. Maxwell content, everything. And when I asked this question to Nazir, I think Nazir is in the call as well. So Nazir was very, very scared to tell, man, this much of a thing, if you're giving for communication workshop only, people are charging 10,000, 15,000. So how much should we charge? So Nazir was thinking in his mind, shall I tell 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 20,000, 10,000? And he could not speak. But to be honest, we don't want to, our agenda currently from out of Peak Impact Mentorship is not to make money, but to really create an impact and build our own brand. So that is the reason we kept everything pretty nominal. It's hardly 500 rupees for 8 to 10 weeks. And people who are serious, this cost won't matter, because the money is just to bring seriousness for you. It's nothing that, because already what I'm showing you, we did free of cost from past 10 months, and it has given a lot of results. And we realized if people don't spend money, they don't become serious. And that is the reason we kept this cap for anyone who wants to grow serious. So this is what I wanted to share, pretty interesting stuff. And definitely you can take my number or the person who invited you to get to know more details about it. Cool. So I'm pretty much shared this detail. We can go to the next speaker. Bhushan, are you ready?
Yeah, hi Kiran. Yes, I'm ready. I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So hi everyone. Myself Bhushan, and today I will talk about from the book The Courage to Succeed by Lo Holtz. And what a specialty of this book is, like the writer is a four-time Olympian, and he started the Olympic practice when the age when people left that game. So that's what, and I learned so many things. So I want to share one or two topic. First thing he shared, commit to win. So what is the commitment? Some people have desire. I mean, some people are interested in their dream, and some people are committed on their dream. That's the different. That's why only some people are getting and achieve their dream, whatever they think. And otherwise, I think it is 70-80% people are only are wishing कि कब हो जाएगा and कभी होता नहीं है हम. So he shared 3-4 kind people, okay, how they share talk about their commitment. First thing is, if someone tells I will try in the sense, reason behind that, he doesn't have that courage to say I can't. So he will tell, I mean, when he said I will try, it means he definitely he will left there. I mean, he can't do. Second thing is, if someone tells I will do my best, so that is also it is not, I mean, like I will try. I mean, it means he opened the door for the go out, okay, but just showing I will do my best. Third thing is, I will try, and whatever it takes. That is the third commitment. And but here also thing is, like when he will do, then he feel like champion. And when he failed, he will lose his face. He can't face people. Fourth thing is, and most important thing is, like every champion, every winner says done deal. So if you want to do something, are you committed to something, to anyone or from yourself, always say done deal. Done deal means I will do whatever it takes. So that's very, very important for commitment for yourself, for others, or to anyone. So that this is one thing. Second thing he said about the courage to succeed. It is very, very important. Before the commitment, we need the courage. Okay, no matter whatever skill you have the wonderful communication skill, you have the hot shot, anything, you have big degree, no matter what. But most important thing is, do you have the courage? The people who have the courage, they always the champion and winner, and they start the work on their dream or desire with no guarantee of success. That is the courage. So many times, for example, if we think, so many people think I will do this, but they have the fear inside. What if I fail? What if I fail? For example, so many people thinking about the business, okay, and they could not start their own business because they think, if I fail, then what will happen? And he never start. That needs guts and courage. So courage is the very, very important. He says, if you have the courage and if you start something, you will attract the people. You will see the unseen force. For example, if you want to try to buy one car, or you want to do something which is seems very difficult. But when you start something, you will see, for example, you want to buy a car, you will see around those car only. You will not see the other's car, only you will see that car, that model. You will talk about that model, you will think about that model. People will suggest about that car and that model. Same thing happened with us also. Uh, uh, Everyone feel, experienced, like when we do something, first it seems difficult. When we started to do something, someone started to helping, someone started to help, guiding, and slowly it happens. So courage is the very, very important. He says there are two parts of courage that lead to success. The first part is the willingness to begin to act in the faith, to step out boldly in the direction of your goals with no guarantee of success. And the second part of the courage is the willingness to endure, to persist, to refuse to give up, and keep the working harder than anyone else. And once you get started on the road to making your dreams a reality, you must make the decision to never quit. So if you have the courage to start your own, if you don't have, start something and don't never ever quit. Every successful people, every winner, they have the courage, or they never quit until unless there's success. So thank you very much. It's short timing, but I took more time. Thank you very much, Kiran and everyone.
Thank you, Bhushan, for sharing this amazing topic. I think these all topics are your personality. We used to watch this Sunny Deol movies, no? All his hot shot movies will suit to you. And whenever Bhushan talks about this kind of topic, it goes into his vibration vein and then it comes out of his body. Amazing the way you speak, Bhushan. Thank you so much for sharing. So we'll move to the next speaker. Cool. Mahima, you're there online. You want to go next?
Yeah, hi, I'll take it.
Yeah, Mahima. If it is feasible, do switch on your.
So, it's raining over here, so there's no electricity at home. I'll just share my screen, though I have made a small presentation.
Sure.
Is it visible?
Yeah, visible.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Today I'll be talking about a very interesting topic from one of my favorite books. I've read this book, I think, 2-3 times, and I find it very inspiring. So it's called How to Get From Where You Are to Where You Want to Be. And it talks about 25 different principles towards success and towards reaching your goal. And this is basically a topic from the first chapter that I'm going to talk about. It's a very simple equation that mainly is E plus R is equal to O. So what this chapter, first let me just tell you what this chapter talks about. It talks about how you need to change your attitude and your mindset towards something that you want to achieve, because that is basically the first and the most important principle towards ever obtaining what you want in life. And coming to this equation basically stands for event plus response is equal to your outcome. So let me just break down these three variables. Your event is basically any situation that a particular person is in, and that may be something that you have already imagined to happen, or something that happens out of the blue. So event is basically something that gets created naturally in your environment. And this can be negative as well as positive, and it can be a small event like an interview or a day at the gym, or it can even be something big like an earthquake that happens in your town, or floods. So any event, and that along with response. So response is basically how a person is reacting to a particular event in their life. There can only be two kinds of response. One is negative, and the second one is, of course, positive. So depending on these two put together, your event and your response put together, depending on either positive or negative, you get your particular outcome. So outcomes can, again, depending on your response, can be created. Now, if your event is something like, let's say you're having an interview and you're not able to, cope up with the stress of that interview, you can have two responses to it. You can either take it in a positive way, that the stress is basically because you're really looking forward to that job, or you are really looking forward to that particular position, or you can take it negatively, that you think that you're not worth it and you feel that there is better competition around you, that's why you're not able to bear that stress. That's why there are two types of responses that you can have. Now, how that can impact, or that particular response can create an outcome, is you can either go in thinking that this is the job you want and you can give it your best, or you can take it negatively, stress out more, and probably end up going and presenting really badly and then not making it through. So these three things put together basically define your entire life: your event, that is any situation you are in, and the response that you have to every situation that comes in front of you creates your entire outcome, which is your entire life. So depending on your attitude, depending on your intelligence, maturity, and also depending on your experience throughout your life and your environment around you, through which you have grown and learned how to respond to certain situations, you create your own outcomes. Because event is almost 80 to 90% time something that is not in your control. Response is completely in your control, and the outcome is what you basically do out of the response. So let me just share a small story, and that story will basically conclude this entire equation. So there is a small town, and that small town, over a span of around 1 year, was facing a lot of difficulties. So initially, they had a huge flood. After the flood, they had a lot of riots because of some political disturbance. And after that, there was a huge accident, and it was a train accident which created a lot of commotion, and roads were blocked for quite some time. So there was an interviewer who was going around and asking people who were waiting in the traffic jam about their opinions and their views about the entire situation. So when they went to one person, the first person was very frustrated. He was very angry. He started yelling at the interviewer. He said, whenever I leave my house, whatever time I leave my house, I'm always late for work and I'm not just able to control this. What can I do? So this guy was completely negative towards the entire event, because this event was not in his control. He could not have done anything to stop the accident. But his response was such that even that event made the entire situation, the entire outcome so huge that it created a problem for him itself. But when they went and asked another person sitting in the car, that other person smiled and he said that, I was prepared. And because what we have been going through for quite some time, I was ready for something that could have happened. So I have kept my newspaper and I have a cup of coffee, I have my lunch ready, and I also have the radio. So I'm just going to enjoy this entire process, because there's nothing that I can do to change it. So you understand. So it's basically how you are reacting towards a particular situation that is basically creating the entire outcome of your life. And if you're able to change your responses even slightly, if you start with smaller examples throughout your life and then you keep changing it, getting smaller positive outcomes, you will be able to create a bigger impact on your entire life. So that is basically the topic. And I would recommend personally everyone have to read this book. It's really good. So yeah, thank you.
Wonderful sharing, Mahima. Really nice. Do share the book photo or something. I'll just post it in that group and people can collect
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nicely covered. Event plus response is equal to outcome. Very simple, but very, very deep. Thank you so much. And now we have our special guest invited talk, and I'm super excited because I'm really glad to bring her up because she's one of my coach, and she is a very strong woman, very strong lady, mother of a teenage daughter. She also did a lot of businesses before. She's also an entrepreneur, homemaker, empowering a lot of women. I don't know what not. She's a nutritionist, she's a health coach, and the words are really, really less to really describe her. And I'm really humbled because there's so many things I've been learning from her for almost 3 to 4 years. And after being part of PIM, I was really fortunate to get to come under her coaching and learn few aspects of life. How can I balance my profession, my life, and lead a very happy and fulfilled life without being burnt out? That is one very good thing which I have learned. And without no delay, I'll just call her out. Rashmi, I'll just bring you to the spotlight. Thank you, Rashmi.
Thank you so much, Kiran, for such nice welcome. And I'm really happy to be with you because this it feels like I am at home and being with all the people, be it Karthik Sahana and all these things. It's an honor to be here. And everyone, I will be introducing myself. Let me start my topic today. A raindrop. A raindrop, when it falls from the sky, it does not know where it is going to fall. Again, I'll repeat, a raindrop, when it falls from the sky, it does not know where it is going to fall. So that raindrop, when it falls in my hand, it is the purest form of water, so I can use it for drinking, right? That raindrop, if I miss that raindrop and it falls into the gutter just next to me, it becomes the gutter water, and I would not like to touch that water. That same raindrop, when it falls into Ganga, it will become Ganga Jal, and we worship that. We use it in puja. In Hindu rituals, we use it in puja. That same raindrop, when it falls on lotus, it shines like a pearl. It is not pearl, but it shines like a pearl. And when it exactly drops into an oyster, it becomes pearl. So what is happening to the raindrop? Is the raindrop is changing each and every time when it is falling from the sky? Is it happening? Or what is happening here? The raindrop is same, but it becomes whichever association it is getting. So we just see yourself, remove that raindrop and see yourself that you are there. So you will become whichever association you will choose. So your worth will depend on which association you are associated with. And me and you all are privileged to be in this positive association, PIM, book clubs, where we are putting something positive in our mind. And remember this raindrop, I will come back again. So let me introduce myself. I am Rashmi Maheshwari. I am born and brought up in a very small town in Bihar. Though I was very good in my schooling, I had a dream to clear my medical entrance exam, because I am talking about 24 years back. तब हमारे पास दो ही option रहते थे, either do medical or engineering. Apart from that, there was nothing. So I was preparing for my medical entrance. Could not do because at that time got some distractions. And after that, what happens? The dream was not so strong. So dropped that. 2 से 3 महीने थोड़ा सा दुख लगा कि could not become a doctor, because if I would have become doctor, मेरे घर की मैं पहली doctor होती. That's okay. Dream was not strong enough, छोड़ दिया. And I belong to a Marwari family. So in Marwari families, if a daughter is not studying, she will get married soon. So मेरी शादी हो गई. After my marriage, I came to Bangalore. And yes, life was good. Don't think that मेरी शादी हो गई तो मेरी life was not. I was good, and my husband Siddharth, he was working here, so I came. And when it was actually a very nuclear family, so he used to go to office and I used to get so bored. So I tried my hand. So I started teaching because I was good in studies. मैंने 2 साल school में पढ़ाया. And after that, something was not happening good. I was not enjoying, because every day I have to get up in the morning, cook, and then run to the school and come back. So I was not enjoying. Dropped the school part. Then I thought, okay, I have to be in the home also, and I have to answer the people, because my sasural people, they will ask, Rashmi, what do you do? Because Siddharth goes to office. You have 8 to 10 hours. What do you do? Kitna khana banaogi? Kya karogi? So for social pressure, I again started. So I did some chocolate making and some 1 gram gold jewelry. So these all things I was trying. And see, listen, I was always doing something. Thodi dur karti thi, and after that, I was just leaving that. Why? Because it was not my dream or something, and I was not knowing why I am doing this. I was just doing to keep myself busy. Or again, after that, I started my food joint. And this is very close to me, because when I was starting my food joint, I conceived with my daughter. And both the things were growing. My business was growing, my daughter was growing. And when the things grow, when the kid is growing, you need more time to give to her. And the same thing with the business. Business was also growing the same. So I was happy to see my business growing, but I was actually not happy to leave my daughter at home. So after 3 to 4 years, I have to execute a hard choice. And I dropped my decision of running my outlet, because at the cost of my daughter, I was not going to do anything. And see, I'm very clear. Once I execute the choice, I don't crib. Us samay ka pain rehta hai, but I dropped that one. So now you understood कि मैं घर पे बैठना भी नहीं चाहती, but I wanted to do something. So through that, I met my sister Seema, and through Seema, I got privileged to meet Vijay and got my counseling also done. And if you have attended any of the session of PIM, then you have known कि Vijay क्या firewall है. So when you when you get associated with the right person at the right time in your life, a miracle happens. So everything has to be right. The timing has to become right. If I would have not ready, because मैंने इतने सारे चीज मैंने किया छोड़ा, started doing living. So at that time I was frustrating. I was looking for something. And when you are getting something, or आपके life में बहुत सारे experience थे, then whatever Vijay was talking, it was making sense. And what I did, I opened up, I trusted on Vijay. I opened and I told all thing about me. क्या मेरी weakness है, what I don't like to do. I can't handle rejections. I don't want to talk to people. Everything I shared, because I should be very transparent with the person whom I am thinking he's my coach, he's my mentor. Because if you're not transparent, then आप बोलोगे नहीं मैं अच्छी हूँ, and then your coach will say yes, 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 you are good. How he will come to know? Because they cannot get inside you. So be transparent to your coach, whoever is your coach, mentor, because your life can change. And that life can change. From that gutter water, you can become that pearl also. So it is always, the choice is in your hand. Wherever you are, you have only executed the choice, and that's why you are either grieving or you are happy. And I actually got fortunate, and I chose whatever, and I explained everything to Vijay what I wanted to do. So I used to love to the fitness, and I was doing yoga for so many years. But कभी सोचा नहीं था कि whatever is my passion, I can follow that dream also. It can actually convert into my work also. Then Vijay gave me the idea that if you are liking something, why don't you do that one? I started doing it in health, in fitness, in nutrition, and I started enjoying it. I was actually becoming a different. That Rashmi who was cribbing in her retail outlet after dropping her daughter at home, she was in.
Rashmi, I think you're muted.
Okay. Sorry. So whenever you are actually, when you are enjoying anything, you will do and you will give 100% of you. So if I was enjoying, I was doing, and I was happy. So it was reflecting on my face, my life, and my house was also going happy. Otherwise, pata hai, if a woman or a man, I will say woman, because woman actually makes a house. So if she is not happy, believe me, that house cannot become happy. So the changes was there in my house after meeting. So can you believe that meeting your coach, meeting your mentor can change your personal and professional relationship? Yes, it changes you. So choose the association rightly, and so that you can come to a point जहाँ पे आप decide कर सकते हो. And what has changed? So after that, whatever Vijay was doing, and Vijay was taking, now Vijay have started taking. 6 years before that, PIM was not in the picture. But yes, 6 years before also, Vijay was into helping people, into coaching, into mentoring. And from there came the association with PIM and all. And every week after week after week, this PIM topics, these all things are changing. And yes, I am telling now, from that raindrop, which was going to drop in the gutter, from there, I have come till that lotus. And my goal is to change it and it become the pearl, the actual pearl. And I am in the life, in the process of growth. So whenever you are growing now, two things always remember: choose the association wisely. It is always in your hand. If you are coming week after week after week in the book club, believe me, आपके दिमाग में consciously, subconsciously इतना positive चला गया है कि आप negative सोच ही नहीं सकते. Because otherwise, in this lockdown, what is going on in everyone's people out? They are into depression. Why? उनके पास एक ही चीज है. They are not accepting the situation. अगर आप नहीं बाहर जा सकते हो, तो आप नहीं जा सकते हो. Why? Every day craving about that. So जब मैं every day उठूं और सुबह उठ के मैं रोना शुरू करूं, मुझे ब्रश करना है, मुझे ब्रश करना है, यार मुझे करना है, मतलब करना है, and finish it. So that's why we are accepting the situation as it is. And after this lockdown, once it started, I told that I am into health and fitness. So believe me, I am from a very small place. So from where to coming to social media, talking to the people, developing my communication skill, how it has changed through the association. I don't promise that I am a very good communicator, because my dream was never to become a very good communicator like Vijay. But yes, I always wanted to express everything, whatever is in my mind. I wanted to touch people with my emotions, with my knowledge of health and fitness. And this I am actually enjoying my life, because I am leading that life. So always the last line from choose your association wisely and find your mentor who can change your life. You will not believe, because maybe आपको लगेगा कि एक mentor क्या कर सकता है. कोई बात नहीं, आप एक साल रह के देखो अपने mentor के साथ. Then you find out. In 1 year, from there to there, here, you will be somewhere else. So this is all from my topic, and thank you for being such a nice audience. Over to you, Kiran.
Thank you so much, Rashmi. It was again insightful. The more I listen to you, the more new things I learn. And definitely without no delay, there's a 30-second rule which we follow here. So before 30 seconds, I would like to request anyone, 2 to 3 people, they can unmute and share their learning, what they learn out of Rashmi's talk. This will really give gratitude to our invited speaker. So quickly.
Yeah, Kiran, Prakash here. So actually, what a power pack session. So it is just boosting up our whatever things we are doing actually. So just before Rasmi session, we went through Mahimat session. That is event plus response is the outcome, and it is pretty much correlating with the whatever Rashmi ji said actually. So uh, so choosing positive association is most of the important thing where we can work upon and we can decide upon our success. So that is very much correlating things are happening, and that is boosting up our things actually to learn many new things. Thank you very much, Rashmi ji, for sharing your valuable thoughts. Thank you.
Most welcome. Keep coming, and you will be actually learning so many things as we are learning.
Thank you.
Actually, I just wanted to say, when the as Rasmi ji said, that when the raindrop drops on the lotus, that becomes a pearl, right? So wherever that after that, wherever that pearl goes, no, and that particular place becomes a complete pearl. So pearl, when it travels somewhere else, all the what you can say, whatever be the association, all complete association become the pearl, kind of pearl. So that is what I felt from Rasmiji's talk. Again, after having coming in contact with Rasmiji and getting a knowledge and wisdoms of for few years, I did not know so many things from Rasmiji about her life. So it was really amazing to know her well, and get in contact with Rasmiji, we get to learn so many things. So thank you so much, Rasmiji.
Thank you, Chachu. Quickly, anyone wants to add anything else?
Yeah.
That's
So
one of the most attractive smiles. There can't be a way you can just ignore or just not listen to her. And thank you, Rashmi ji. Your time is really important for us, and giving so much of information in that short span and so concentrated. That raindrop story actually summarizes the whole topic. And thank you so much. It was really nice, and we are glad to have to be in this association. The best mastermind alliance we could ever get.
Thank you so much, Rashmi ji. It was really well.
Thanks, Karthik sir. Thank you so much.
You will take last one more. Jiju, you wanted to speak? I think he also wanted to talk.
So till now we had the best association, but I couldn't realize the importance of it. Rashmiji, you have really thrown the light of the importance that we have in our life by showing the analogy between the rain and the lotus. So we come across, and week by week we had the association of the book club and BJG, but we didn't know that this will have that much value like for in a longer period of life. So thanks for throwing the light on it, and it will remain in our life forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiju. Yeah, Bhushan.
Yeah, so Rasmi ji just said right. So association का जो power and जो उसके संगत में लोग बदल जाते हैं. Actually, I relate myself, and usually I feel when I will free and thinking. So I always think कि यदि मैं इस book club में नहीं होता, within 2 years कितना change हुआ मेरे अंदर, और ये association में कितना power है. बहुत सारी negativity आती है मेरे अंदर, और बिकॉज ऑफ जब PIM में आता हूँ और दिस बुक क्लब में आता हूँ एंड किरण से बात करता हूँ, कभी विशाल से भी जी से बात करता हूँ, पूरा चीज चला जाता है और एक नया डायरेक्शन मिलता है. और मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ कि यदि मैं नहीं होता तो क्या होता, और थैंक्स बोलता हूँ कि वो मेरा मतलब लक था, फॉर्चुनेट था कि मैं ऐसे एसोसिएशन से आया. अदरवाइज पूरी दुनिया में तो कैसे कैसे लोग घूम रहे हैं, पूरा नेगेटिव फैली हुई है. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच. Actually, I wanted to share कि आपने जो बोला वो मैं हमेशा फील करता. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhushan. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Kiran, wait.
Good,
I
good.
would also like to add, and I don't want to miss this chance to express my gratefulness that I've been a part of this association. And thanks to Rasmiji, the way you explained that part, I think everyone can take that example, and people who are not aware about what's the impact of the positive association, we can share that example. The way you explained, I have never heard and I have never read about anything about that. I think you have shared from your own experience, and that's the quality of leader and the person and the mentor, I would say. And I personally look at you the person that I would like to be like. So thank you so much, Rashmiji, for your insights. That was really amazing to hearing from you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Charanjit. I hope Rashmi ji आपको थोड़ा सा we gave you that gratitude what you shared your time, because I know your time is very precious, and keep coming and keep sharing your blessings, your learnings, your experience, because it means a lot to all of us. Many people are very young here, and definitely that is when you're young and you're getting this kind of wisdom, it is priceless.
Thank you, Kiran, and everyone keep coming and keep growing. We will grow together to the next height of the life. Bye bye, everyone. I am signing out. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Great. So wonderful. So we'll move to the next couple of speakers. I think we are coming to the end of the book club, and I'm sure the studio and the kind of virtual environment is so pumped up right now. So let me call Charanjit. Charanjit, you're prepared with your topic. You can go ahead next.
Hey, Kiran. Hello, everyone. This is Charanjit Singh from Pune. Sorry, basically from Punjab. Uh, so today my it's not from a book. It's actually an autobiography that I was going through last night, and I would like to share my key learnings that I've learned from that autobiography. So I will give one hint. I think most of us know that personality very well. He's world renowned businessman. He owns multiple companies, and he is the first man to become I would say, the trillionaire. So anyone can guess that personality. Who can that person be? Okay. He he's the first company. I would say the major success that he got from a company. They are in this aerospace industry, I would say. That's the one guess, and he is also has an amazing company in the automobile sector as well. Yeah. So that's the correct guess.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the one. So when I was reading through when I was reading about him, so I got to know very amazing learnings. If some of us is really want to be entrepreneur, and we think how we should think, then he is the best example that we really should look at. He explained the f- uh, he had experienced the three consecutive failures in his from his first company, the company named SpaceX, where he launched three times he launched a satellite in orbit, but he was not getting success. But still, he did not give up, and at the fourth attempt, he eventually got the success. And a very powerful line he said when he was being interviewed by one of the reporter. That reporter was asking him, why didn't you give up even after one, two, and the three attempts? He said, I don't want to give up because I love what I'm doing, what I was doing at that time. So the another line he said that if you are entrepreneur, you don't need to think like, okay, people are working like 40 hours a week, you have to work like 100 hours a week, that he was doing at that time. And though his team was struggling, his company was in a pain and was going through a tough phase, he used to call the entire team that I don't care if you will call me by 3 o'clock in the morning or the Sunday morning, because he was with his team throughout his journey, through every ups and down, and that's why he became a very successful entrepreneur. Another powerful line, he said that person who loves his job, who loves what he is doing, will come to know only when you are thinking about that thing, when you are not doing that thing. So that was really a powerful line that he said. So it also reminds me one of the key learning that I learned from a Vijay session, where Vijay was saying that whether you are a best of best, you have to taste the failure. So even he was so hardworking, he was best of best at that time, but still he had to go through the failures. Most of us, when we fail a series of failure, we give up, right? But he was not the one who gave up, and eventually he got the success, and now he's the third world richest man on this planet, I would say. So that's the learning that I got from his autobiography. Thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you.
Amazingly shared the challenges, and definitely Elon Musk is one of my role model as well. Amazing guy, and the kind of work ethic. Actually, people don't see the kind of work ethic he has put, and fanatic, मतलब जुनून बोलते हैं, जुनून छा जाता है, मतलब लोगों को, जब लोगों को प्यार होता है ना, बस रातों दिन उसी चीज का दिमाग में आता है. And that is when you have junoon for something, that there has to be a huge impact then.
I think Vijay is the another version of Elon Musk, I would say.
You're absolutely right.
He never sleeps.
Absolutely right. In fact, that is one of the reason I got connected with Vijay, because last few years back when my senior connected me to Vijay, one thing which attracted me to Vijay was junoon, that craziness. And I wanted association where someone, यार कोई तो वो तहलका मचाने वाले लोग, वो association चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर आप लाइफ में करोगे क्या करोगे यार, एक ही तो लाइफ है. So that kind of association is so important. So whatever you are, if you have that kind of association, grab it, make it so big, or else definitely you have with us, and we all are crazy people. Once you get to know us, you'll see how crazy we are, and we are kind of duplicate copies of Vijay, or maybe we'll create something better version and create a huge legacy as well. So thank you, Charanjit, for sharing your thoughts out. So we'll move to the next last one or two speaker. I think Rajendra ji, aap available ho kya? Is your network fine, Rajendra ji? Aapka topic.
Yeah, Kiran, I am audible.
Perfect. You are loud and clear this time. Great. Go ahead.
Good evening, all of you. My name is Rajan Singh Rathod. I am working in IT sector, and currently I am working in Bangalore. So today my topic is the book from The Magic of Thinking Big, Cure Yourself of Excuses, the Failure Disease. All great people have the plan for do something, means they have a reason. But all unsuccessful people, they have a reason to explain himself, I am right. When you will go the successful path, so you have to deep study of people behavior. So here you will find कि unsuccessful people, they have a lots of reason to explain. They don't have a plan. And successful people, they have a plan to do something. So when you go deep study of people, you will find unsuccessful people suffer a disease, is a mind-aiding disease thought. It is, we call this disease is excuse. The failure people have a advanced form of this excuse, and the most average people have a mild case of this from this disease. So you will see unsuccessful people doesn't have a plan for get somewhere, always have a reason to explain why. They quick explain to why they haven't, why they don't, why they can't. Like that have the answer. They don't have a reason to do. When you will study the life of successful people, always they have a list of do something. They have a plan. They don't make excuse. So in this book, actually author say four common excuse, four common form of excuse. One is health excusities, intelligence excusities, the age excusities, and luck excusities. So actually in health excusities, when they will explain why they haven't, so sometimes they are blaming the old age. Always they are telling you, I don't have a time, my age is big, now I am unable to do something because my age is 65, 75, because they don't know about that honor of KFG. Actually always he became uh, always he start do something, always he is a fail, but he got a success around 60 to 65 age. So actually he has a plan to do something, so he excused this and he became the successful people. And most common excusities is intelligence excusities. 90% of people, 90% of failure people, they have a one common excusity. It is the intelligence excusity, because they are comparing to other people, and always they are blamed to their intelligence power. So that it is a intelligence excusity, means they are the estimate their own brain power. And one is the lux excusities. If they people do something and any accident happen in their life, so they are thinking my luck is bad, that's why I am unable to do something, and they stuck somewhere and don't explain, means they don't have a courage to do something, just they have to explain ki I have a this issue, I have a that problem. So that is a, so you have to, if you don't want to go this way, so you have to cure yourself from this disease. Thanks to Kiran, that's from my side.
Superbly covered, Rajendra. Right in time, very crisp, and you covered all the 4 excusitis. And this is one of the most important disease. It kills a lot of dreams. It kills so many aspirations. It kills a lot of success. And this is one of good disease. Very powerful, very, very, very bad disease. And it is there with everyone actually. Somehow, some disease we convince ourselves, and then we give excuses to ourselves only. And really nice sharing, Rajendra ji, for this topic. Wonderful. So I think we are done with today's topic. I hope I've not missed out anyone. So people who are pretty new, I think we have missed out few of the introduction. Did we miss any introduction? Anupam, are you joining for the first time? Kya? Anupam?
Hi, everyone.
Or the audience? Quick. Have to wind up in next 3-4 minutes.
We'll take from audience today.
Good. Very smart answer, Prakash. Okay.
So Kiran, I can share.
Go ahead, Chachu. Go ahead.
I become Chachu.
It's confusing. Good.
Okay. So Rasmiji shared about a mastermind alliance by using the powerful example of raindrop, how it associates with the right association like lotus can become a pearl. Then Karthik said about the action habit from MTV. Then Shahana said about the life learnings of Mr. Bean autobiography. Then said on how to get from where you are to where you want to be using the event plus response result. Then Bhushan shared about how to have a success. Then Rajendra ji shared about believing in yourself, and Charanjit said about one of the biographies, and Pramod is yet to share, I guess.
Yeah, good.
And Girjaji shared about the law of pain, explaining the and cementing.
Nice.
Yes. So that's the summary.
Who else? We have missed a lot of things. I think Diju started the show. We have to summarize properly because नहीं तो फिर learning चले जाएगा. अच्छा, what did you miss? Who will share quickly?
G first shared about responsibility, taking responsibility.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Karthik.
Yeah, Dilip ji shared about responsibility, and Ranjit shared about Elon Musk. I think autobiography was there. It was Elon Musk. Who else was there? I think rest all covered, right?
And Kiran, your surprise. What is your surprise?
Kiran's surprise is already launched. There are too many things.
That you shared a lot of from superb list of how to systematically, I don't know how to summarize that, but how to systematically plan all the events and track the progress through the kind of a checklist template that is shared from the superb template list.
Good.
But what do you name that?
So what is the name of it, Karthik? What are we giving the name? Personality growth tracker.
You want me to play it again? Play the. Shall I?